It's about 7:20. Welcome back to Daybreak. Special Olympics is a year-round sports training program for persons with disabilities, and this Sunday kicks off their week to show off their skills to the community. Here to tell us about the National Games is Tony Johnson and also two of our SOCI athletes, Cindy Whitaker and Julius Smith. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you guys doing today? Good. So, Tony, I understand that we're actually growing in terms of the number of athletes participating in the National Games. Is that right?
Yes, we've had quite a good drive this year with lots more registration, and we're having a number of younger athletes coming out. We're now doing 2 track and field trainings per week and 2 aquatics trainings per week. So yes, the numbers are increasing, which we're of course very, very glad to see.
Yes, I can imagine from your perspective, but also from people that just come out to watch and support the athletes. It's very encouraging to see all the participation, but also you know, the level of competitiveness and skill from our athletes as well.
Well, certainly, and one of the things that we've been building over the years is that our athletes are competing not just in Special Olympics events, but they're also taking part in other national events. It's been a really busy week for the swimmers. It's month actually, because March has had a swim event practically every weekend, and a lot of our athletes are taking part in these national events. In addition to that, these 2 athletes are part of our track team, and they're taking part in the second national event tonight, which is kind of a run-up to our games. This is the second time this year they've taken part in such a national event. So we're giving athletes an opportunity not just to train with special athletes, but also with our national athletes, which is helping them come on more and improve their skills, improve their competitiveness, etc.
Right. So Cindy, we've had you interviewed a couple times before, and I think a couple of our viewers are probably familiar with you. So tell us a little bit about what feelings you get when you're about to compete. It must be pretty exciting. Do you ever get nervous? Yeah? So tell us, what sports do you do?
Running, swimming.
Those are your top favorite ones? Yeah? What about you, Julius? Which are your favorites?
Football.
Uh-huh.
Swimming.
And how long have you been doing football? Couple months? Couple years?
Yes.
And what does it feel like when you're out there playing football?
Feel glad.
Yeah? Have you ever scored a goal?
Yes.
Yeah? That must be a pretty cool thing to do out there for your team.
Yes.
So what are you looking forward to in the National Games? You're going to have some people out there supporting you?
Yes.
What about you, Cindy?
Yes.
Yeah? Tony, do you feel like there's a lot of camaraderie that goes on among the athletes themselves?
Oh, for sure. Definitely Special Olympics allows them to build friendships. There's a lot of team building. It's a real social and competitive atmosphere for them. Like I said, some of these athletes are training 2-3 times a week because they're taking part in 2 or 3 different sports.
Yeah.
And they make good friends, and when they travel overseas as well, you'd be amazed at the kind of networking and friendships that are made when these athletes travel to compete.
You mentioned the national events that they're competing in, and also next year is actually the Summer Games.
The World Games, and we're really excited about that. That's towards the end of July and into August next year, so planning has already started. We are very, very excited because for the first time this year, we're going to be taking, you know, more than 3 sports. I think we're trying for 5, so we've got probably the biggest delegation we will ever take, or we have ever taken, to a World Games. So we're really excited about that, which gives lots more athletes the opportunity to go and compete. So the athletes are excited. They're training really, really hard in an effort to qualify for these games. So all of the National Games competitions, the other competitions outside of Special Olympics, all of those contribute to their training in preparation for the World Games.
Okay, so what's the training like, Julius? How do you feel about the training? Is it hard? More fun for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And Cindy?
I used to it.
Yeah, because you've been doing this a long time, and we want to say congratulations to both of you for all of your work so far. We're excited to hear how you do in the National Games and also going over to the Summer Games next year. So thank you all for being here on set this morning.
Thank you very much.
All right, for anybody that would like to support, the National Games are happening Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Everything is kind of kicking off on Sunday, though. Is that right, Tony?
There's a church service on Sunday at the Countryside Church of God East End. That's at 11.
Okay.
That's how we start the week. And then we move into bocce on Monday at our courts at the Truman Bodden, starting around 5:30. Tuesday's the aquatics competition, which is always really exciting, at the Lions Pool at 5:30. Wednesday's football. And that's going to be a unified game.
That's your day, right, Julius?
Yes. And that's at the Truplex again at 5:30. And there's a bowling afternoon, which one of our sponsors is holding. It's not a competition per se. It's just for fun for the athletes. That's on Thursday. And then on Friday is the culmination, the track and field competition, which is at the Truplex at 5:30 again. So please come out, support the athletes. They've been training really hard all year, and this demonstrates their skills. It shows their improvement. It gives them an opportunity to shine.
Yeah.
And we really, really would love the support of
And
the
their
public.
resolve, right? Athletics is not easy
It's
for
not.
anybody.
It's
So
not.
to
I can
keep
tell
going,
you that.
yeah, really
They train
impressive.
really hard.
Good.